Hello everyone and welcome to a match of StarCraft 2 from the Dreamhack Masters 2021 Last Chance Tournament. A Protoss versus Zerg on the map Glittering Ashes. The Protoss in red warping in the upper right, a strong showing Protoss, yet still somehow up and coming. It is MaxPax's. Throwing out the GLHF, I like it, MaxPax's. On the other side of the map, the blue Zerg, the champion you all know, who's hungry for MMR like I am for Oreos. It is Serral. Serral, no GLHF back? Come on. What is this? MaxPax's throwing down that gate on his side of the map. He's Protoss, doesn't he know? You're supposed to put all of your Protoss buildings out on the map. Cannons? Wait. Uh-oh. That's a forge, ladies and gents, and that's a probe on the Zerg side of the map. MaxPax's not going for the full, all-in, committed cannon rush here, because the gate was first, and you Plat League and Diamond Leaguers know it's usually just the forge, straight up. Serral's sensing something, though. Ovi, he sees it. Of course he sees it down here. MaxPax's, he's not messing up. 3 pylons guarding the probe here. Drones now having to do the best that they can. They're going to get their little pinchers to work on the crystal. Serral not messing around. He knows MaxPax's. He knows this is a real cannon rush. Overlord still has not made it to that side of the map, though. Lings and Queen going to be on the way, and Serral misplacing the hatch. It's okay, Serral. The stress gets to all of us, especially when cannons are going on in the Natchery area. So Serral's going to take that third hatch, which means it's relatively okay to lose this base. Especially because you don't want to commit your Lings to this. 4 Zerglings up against 2 well-guarded cannons. What are they going to do? Not much is the answer you're looking for here. So you have 2 cannons in your natural. Now the hatch is at half health. Not making a queen. He's going to make some stuff from the larva, but probably just going to have to say goodbye to that hatch. Adept comes in near the third base, already bullying the Zerglings. This game off to a very quick start. Thank you, MaxPax's, showing us what it's all about. Broodlings, given their very short lives for the Zerg cause. Ovi sees everything that there is to see. This is a Stargate, which means MaxPax's is going to transition into somewhat of a normal PvZ at this point. Really, a battery down here too. The Adepts catching some drones on their way out to the third location. MaxPax's really capitalizing on this. Killed off a couple Lings, a drone here and there. Total resources lost, definitely in favor of MaxPax's, but part of that is because the Protoss buildings have not been killed yet. Excellent Evo chamber placement by Mr. Serral there. Battery gonna finish up. Additional cannon coming in here. I'm not sure how much you really want to commit to building things in the Zerg's natural at this point. Roach Warren is on the way for Serral, and Zerg players, for any who may not have known, your answer to this is Ravagers. You have to get up to Roach Ravager. Corrosive Biles are an absolute godsend for dealing with cannons and batteries. Catches the Adepts, kills one off, the other one gonna shade back here. Oracle did finish for MaxPax's. Follow-up is Void Rays. He knows the good units. Legacy of the Void Ray. Adept gonna shade away back to the safety net of the battery. Oracle gonna come in, picks off 1, 2 drones. Gets out, does not get out. Serral not gonna let that happen. Zergling's gonna go across the side of the map. What is left at home? There's a single adept in the wall. Void Ray flying overhead. Zergling's gonna be denied for now. Roach is coming up, a single Ravager morphing as well, so eventually this will get cleaned up. Serral is working his way towards that. Wanted to commit to some drones at the third base, see if he could get some damage done with the Zerglings, but just gonna have to back up for now. MaxPax's following up with 5 additional gateways. Aggression is on the menu today. Don't know what you had for breakfast, but MaxPax's is bringing some serious pressure for lunch. Additional Ravagers morphed in Corrosive Bile is going to be very helpful against the cannons. Probably not as much versus the Void Ray though. Drone picked off still. Wow, MaxPax's really? We are seriously committing to this spot. Why don't you just expand here? Make some probes. Build a mothership. Why not? Zergling's going to get the surround on the Stalker. Ravagers doing everything they can. Biles on the battery. Nidus is on the way. Ooh. Heavy Zergling pressure going on. Nidus coming up. Serral might be looking to just take the fight over to the Protoss side of the map. Void Ray going to be staved away from the main base. A lot of Lings. They get a surround on some of the Zealots, but the Zealots still in range of the batteries. Additional warp in. MaxPax's is committing to this spot. These Zealots do not have charge, though. Is it really worth it? Look at it. Serral has essentially evened up the resources lost, and these buildings still haven't been cleaned up. This might end up being a net loss investment for MaxPax's. Zealots get on top of the Ravagers. That is helpful. It's a good start. Charge about halfway done. Protoss Force just going to retreat back to the batteries. Single Adept Shade scouts the Nidus. MaxPax's going to know about that possibility now. What has MaxPax's been doing on his side of the map? We know the Twilight's researching. I see what looks like a probe heading towards the third base. Might want to take a third Nexus at some point this game. But the fight is still going on at the natural. 7.5 minutes of brutality on the Zerg side of the map. Queens and Roaches eventually going to clean up all of these army units. Not even the batteries can help them at this point. Batteries completely out of energy. Serral going to Nidus his own base because that's just the safest method of transportation at this point. Couple drones picked off, looks like by Voids at the third. Oh, that's not the only Nidus on the menu. I called it. Serral looking to get aggressive on the Protoss side of the map. Zergling's going to be able to clean that up eventually. They'll get there eventually. Third base going to be taken for Serral in his own natural at the 8.5 minute mark. Queen's Ravagers pop out of the Nidus. Void Ray's going to have to back up. Way too many Queens for just 5 Void Rays at this point in time. Additional Nidus going on at the other third location for MaxPax's. Serral knows he wants to take a base. Serral came home. Yeah, Serral just up and left. Alright, just denying the third. Probe even tried to take the Nexus. Going to be denied by the presence of a Nidus Swarm. Probe, he gets here. I'm going to build it. There's something in the way here. Commander, you might want to see this. +1 air weapons on the way for MaxPax's. Going to commit to at least some semblance of an air army, whether it's just Voids or something much more sinister. Who knows? Additional Stargate on the way as well. Serral sitting at a relatively comfy 43 drones. It's 2 base. Saturation. He wants to get that third hatch up, no doubt. More Roaches going to be made in the meantime. Group of charge lots taking the scenic route all the way around the map, making sure to count all of those glittering ashes throughout the map. Have you found them all? It's a little secret Easter egg. You can tell me how many you found on the map in the comments down below. Serral coming out with an impressive amount of 12 queens on this far left Nidus. Roaches moving out, perhaps to join them, but this might open up the way for these zealots on both sides of the map. Fun fact, there's creep here. Apparently, Serral actually committing to spreading creep on the Protoss side of the map. Meanwhile, Zerglings get into the main base. Void count, what are we at? 7 versus 15 queens. Charge lots make their move. Single queen going to be gutted and sliced in the Zerg's part of the map. Charge lots, what's the point of even retreating, boys? There's roaches with roach speed out now. Serral, pressuring the third base, wants to deny any economy he possibly can to MaxPax's, who invested quite a lot in the early game pressure. Any amount of money you can deny to the Protoss is absolutely beneficial. Batteries depleting their own energy. Queens, oh, MaxPax's with the charge up. Don't charge up your Void Rays and then try and fly away. That's not ideal. Going to be very helpful against the roaches, but that thick laser beam not going to help much against Ravagers or Queens. Dark Shrine on the way as well. Why not? I mean, we had cannons, we had Void Rays, we gotta have Dark Templar. What else is on the Protoss bingo card, right? Queens and Ravagers shred the third base of the Protoss. Void Rays cannot commit to any engagement here. Serral looking to be in a very strong position. A lot of these Void Rays are damaged. Hive coming up behind this, so Serral absolutely taking advantage of this. Still only on 43 drones though. Still working mainly off of a 2-base economy. He's adding on a few drones here and there, but for the most part it's just army units. And by army units I mean 16 queens. Oh, did you not think queens? Good disruptor shot. Did you not think queens were a viable army unit? Where have you been? In case you had hidden Nexus on your bingo card, you can go ahead and cross that off, MaxPax's. We've got Voids, we've got Cannons, DTs, hidden Nexus. What else can we see? What do we need for bingo here? Probably no GG. That might be in the cards, who knows. Disruptors out on the field now, but really not much to protect them. There's 4 Zealots, 2 DTs making their way into the bases now. They are known. Overseer immediately morphed. Meanwhile, MaxPax's moving these Voids towards the third base. Natural. The third location. Serral's second base. Excuse me. Disruptor shot goes out. Not enough to actually kill a queen, but the Void's going to clean that up. Hydra Den evaporates before the thick laser beams. 14 drones killed off by something. Zealots and probes both existing on a creep tumor. Serral gonna know about that, mining that economy. Additional drones being morphed. Perhaps the damage was here from the Dark Templar. Single Zealot gonna clean up that Nidus Swarm, and these Voids just flying around, doing whatever they can. Vipers are out now. Excellent choice. Whether it's for Parasitic Bomb, abducts into the Queens. Oh, Disruptor shot is good against the Roach Ravager. One gonna pay for its transgressions, though. Additional shot goes out. It's good. Roach is gonna clean up every single Disruptor, except this one that just got made to prove me wrong. Thank you, MaxPax's. Void Ray's backing up now. This Nexus, it's a location. He had to go for it because it's probably the only spot near him that doesn't have creep. Speaking of which, there is an observer. Was it just made to clean up the creep? It looks like it. Serral does not. He does not know about this base, but I think he's about to. This base is found. Single cannon defending it. Couple things going to be warped in. DT going to get warped in. There is no Overseer here, so that's going to absolutely shut down the pressure. Hydra's on the way. Void's chasing behind. Who is actually the predator in that engagement. Injured Viper, he's got a broken wing. Abducts on the Void Ray is gonna be picked off. Pulling the Voids into the Hydra pit. Probes trying to evacuate, can they get away in time? Some of them, no. Some of them not so much. Probes being killed. This one zealot with ambition going to meet his end at the hand of the knitting crew of queens. Absolute plethora of queens. Void's charging up the thick laser beams. Can the transfuse save the hatchery? Oh, that health bar. Serral saves it. Void's gonna have to retreat the Tempest here now, trying to apply whatever pressure they can. Viper gonna be picked off at the cost of another Void Ray. Disruptor shot is good, but not good enough. Disruptors do not one-shot queens. Get them very low though, within an inch of their life. They have those visions. See your life flash before your eyes. You think all about the times that you larva injected and the creep tumors you made. How will the creep tumors exist without me? It's quite a sad thought. High Templar being made now for MaxPax's. Is it for Storm? There is no Storm, so I would guess Archons, but Serral is not going to let that happen. Feedback used on the Overseer. Hydra split like Marines do. Way to go. They're just a little bit slower. Battery overcharge used, but there's way too many Hydras. It's not going to matter here. Tempest trying to do whatever they can, but Tempest not the most efficient choice for fighting Hydralisks. More probes being killed off, the rest going to evacuate, and the Nexus falls. That was a roach. Just a roach. Just one. Why not? Don't judge him. That was Reginald the Roach. Excuse you, don't be mean to him. Serral is absolutely in a strong position here. MaxPax is doing whatever he can to hold on, but I'm just worried about the composition. 5 Tempests, 2 DTs, and not nearly enough income to make anything happen. Serral gonna come up with these Hydras, might be able to just close the deal at this point. Lurker upgrades on the way as well, so Serral's not done. There are more steps that the Zerg can take to tech up. Oh, Disruptor clips a couple of the Hydras. Tempest can do their thing, they can shoot, but they can't shoot that much. There's absolutely plenty of Hydras. You need Storm, you need Colossus, or you need good Disruptor shots. Feedback used on the Viper going to be good. Is it good enough though? I'm not sure. This Nexus is going to be completely cleaned up. 16 more probes falling, 47 total, bringing MaxPax down to only 30 with relatively no mining still. Serral committing with the Hydras though. Disruptor going to be picked off. The Hydra count is dwindling. I believe MaxPax does have enough. He can clean this up. That Disruptor is really holding on for dear life. Not going to be able to survive through it all, but Serral now going to have to back up and probably just ready another wave. MaxPax is barely mining as it is. The main is completely mined out. There's a couple stray zealots down here, a pylon, but it's not enough to consider staying in the game. Serral going to take it with tenacity at the core, living through all of that pressure. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.